All right, we are ready for Cursive Lesson 3. We're going to be looking at letters I and T. So go ahead and get this worksheet out so we can begin. Here is the printed letter I. This is the I that you're used to seeing when you're reading a book. And it's really just a straight line going down with a dot on top of it. Let's take a look at the cursive I and see how it fits over it. All right, the cursive I really fits over it. It's just a straight line. This is the lead-in that's coming from the previous letter, and this is the release stroke that's going to connect to the next letter, and then there's a dot on top. But in cursive, it's not straight up and down. A straight line in cursive is really slanted. So let's get this slanted the way it's supposed to be. There we go. So when we make an I, it is going to slant slightly to the right, but it's still really just going to be a straight line. So let's get started. So we're going to color code this, and all it is an undercurve line going up, and then we have a slant line coming down, and then we have an undercurved line going to the next letter. Then we release and we dot the I. So when you're writing in cursive, since we don't pick up until we finish a word, you don't dot the I until you finish writing the word. So we're going to practice that. Go ahead and get your pencil and get your paper ready and we'll get started. Okay, here we go with our first I. You're starting on the baseline. You're going to go up to that midline, trace that line back down and release. Now dot your I. So you're just undercurve up, slant down, release, and dot the I. So up, down, dot. Pretty easy. Up, down, dot. So we're going to start adding it to some letters. So here we're going to put I, and then we're going to go right into a D. So go all the way up, trace back down, release. Now dot your I. And we'll try that one here. Up, down, curve, up to the top, and release. And then we'll trace it again, around, and dot the I when you get finished. And then we'll do it on our own. Oop, that one got a little funny. That's okay. Okay, we're going to actually start writing some words now. So we're going to go into the word did. Just don't pick up your pencil. I know you want to dot that I. We'll go back and do it. Okay, now we're going to write it on our own. Around, touch the top, back down, there's your I, curve around and make another D. Okay, that first D doesn't look perfect, but I'm going to be okay with it. Okay, go around, try it again. Well, at least we're getting a few words we can actually spell. So we've got did. I think we're getting this one down. So now that we've got these curved letters down like D and A, we're going to learn some letters that are like a stick like I. So we'll learn several like that. Now we're going to spell dig. Since we learned G last time, curve it and release. Now dot that I. And we'll do it on our own. And I wrote did. Well, don't be like me. Write dig. All right, so I'm going to do dig this time since I messed that one up. I wrote did too many times. Round and release. Dot that I. Okay, and now I'm going to try and remember to write dig. G. There we go. Yeah, sometimes when you're making these similar letters, you just kind of forget what you're doing. I was used to writing did. Now we're going to spell gig. Gig would be like, I think of a band getting a gig at like playing at a coffee house or something like that. They've got a spot to play. G, I, G, and then dot the I. And then try it again. My letters are getting a little big today. But every little bit of practice is going to get better and better and better. All right, it looks really good. I think my eyes all look pretty good. This one I really like, so I'm going to circle it. Okay, so now we're ready to take a look at printed letter T, and this is the T that you're used to seeing in books and magazines, and it's pretty close to how you would write a T. You just draw a straight line down, and then you just draw a straight line across. Let's take a look at the cursive letter T and see how it fits over it. It fits over it perfectly. It's really just a straight line down and then a straight line across. This is the lead-in that's connecting it to the letter that came before it, and this is the release stroke that's going to connect it to the next letter. But in cursive, we are going to have it slanted, so it is going to look just like that. So it's not going to be straight up and down. It's going to be slanted slightly to the right. That's pretty much it. We're ready to practice cursive T. The first stroke that you're going to make is an undercurve. You're just bringing it all the way up. Then you are going to make a slant line down, and then let's see if I can use these two at the same time. You're going to make your release line, and then you'll go back and cross it. So just like I, you don't cross your T until you get to the end of that word. So if you've got an I and a T in that word, you've got to go back at the end of the word and dot the I and cross the T, or maybe you have multiple T's, but you've got to go back and do it at the end of the word. You don't pick up your pencil because you don't want to get off on your smooth writing. So we're going to try some. Just like an I, you're just going all the way up and then all the way back down and release and then cross. So all the way up, back down, cross. All the way up. So pretty easy. Now we're going to put I and T together. So up, down, release, dot the I, across the T. And we'll try that one. Up, down, dot the I, cross the T. Oops, I crossed mine too low, but that's okay. Now we're going to try at. So we're going to make an A and go all the way up into a T, bring it down, and cross. Okay. C, A, T, there we go, and we've got cat. C, A, T, whoops, my letters are floating in the air. I have to fix that when I do the next one. Now we can spell act, A-C-T. There we go. A, curve around, up, down, and cross it. Good. And could probably fit it in there again. Let's try A, C, T. There we go. We're going to try cat again here. Up and around, and then for the A, and then the T. And maybe I can get this one to sit on the line. There, that looks better. And tag. Okay. G, release, and then cross that T. T, A, around, loop, release, cross the T. Loop, cross that T, looks good. And then tick. I, curve around for the C, cross the T and dot the I. So you'll do them in the order that you write them. So if the T's first, you'll cross it first, you'll dot the I afterwards. T, I, C, cross the T, dot the I. Then we've got tack, T, A, C, cross the T, A, C. Okay, we just need toe, and then we'd have tic-tac-toe. All right, so go back and pick your best T that you made. Let's see, I think this one for me looks pretty good. Now, as always, if you have time, you can go back and do some highlight practice. Go back through, practice those lines, and just do your very best, but you don't have to stay on the lines as well as you do with the pencil. All right, you are on your way to spelling more and more words with cursive. I'll see you in lesson 4. Thanks for watching.